This beach is special because this is our childhood. If you look around, there's nothing as beautiful as just the ocean. It's an incredible place. It changes your mood. It'll do anything for you. It's healing.
I was at the beach actually when Alex first pulled out a bunch of golf balls, and I saw her and I was like, what are those? She was like excited and disgusted. I could see it in her expression. For me, the most eye-opening moment was we actually just sat on the beach, and I remember just sitting there and golf balls would just, a golf ball would come by, we'd put and sit in the bag, put and sit in the bag, and we got like almost a full bag just sitting on the beach, and that was like a huge moment for me, realizing like what else is out there.
A day I went down with Jack and my dad, and we had cleaned out the entire cove. We were down there from like 9 to 5, shivering at the end. It was a crazy day, but we got like 2,000 golf balls. We got 200 pounds in our kayak, and everything was full. And so after that, we were like, okay, cool, we cleaned up, like we're done here. This is gonna be so great. Like we just finished up. And we go down 3-4 weeks later, and it's completely refilled. The entire seafloor is covered again. And so that's when we looked at each other and we were like, this is not a small problem. This is gonna be big.
These kids are both cut from this ocean cloth, you know, that they love the ocean. They are amazed and in awe and inspired by what they see in it.
So this is the garage, and we keep everything in here pretty much with all the wetsuits and all the gear that we need. We have the new balls here, we have the older balls here.
It's a lot less likely to find a brand new nice ball than these completely degraded ones. So we are trying to figure out how long it takes for a ball to break down into this stage here, because once it's at this point, it's not going to be easy to clean up. The golfers that we've talked to that have done golf courses like Pebble and places that are over the water, they're kind of like, well, we assume that Pebble Beach picks up the balls. They assume that the balls are being picked up, so they don't think it's that big of a problem when they hit it in the water. 8,500. That's where our total count is at. Our ocean here is ranging in the 40s to 50s. It's always very cold, and so we got to go full on booties, wetsuits, gloves, hood, weight belt, everything to keep us down there.
When we post our video, you see people on the internet say these meddling kids are trying to bring down the big corporation, you know?
We were like, we should tell Pebble. What's the worst thing that'll happen? They just don't care. So we went out there and we talked to them, and at first it was a really hard relationship between us because clearly they don't want us out there telling them that they need to pick up their golf balls.
There isn't a golf course on the planet that's as beautiful as Pebble Beach. You know, it's critical that it maintains everything that it has. And there's no reason it can't, and they can do it in a responsible way.
Once they saw that we really care about our home, the place we grew up, this natural world, they realized this is right, like we need to do this.
Pebble Beach has always been a very special place to me. I grew up just a little east of here in Salinas. My summer job when I was in college, I worked as a cart boy out here. I really learned how to play golf at Pebble Beach, and I've probably played this golf course more than any other. When I heard about what Jack and Alex were doing, it resonated with me because a lot of those golf balls were probably mine, and it made me a little more invested in their story. I wanted to find out a little bit more about what motivated them and what challenges they were facing, and get in the water and really see it for myself. All right, we're here on the 8th fairway, Pebble Beach Golf Links, 163-yard carry over the ocean, hard left to right breeze blowing. If you don't hit this ball perfect, it's heading in the water. So let's see what happens. Ah! That's like a 15-foot birdie putt. That's a highly skilled golfer. You take a lot of the guys who come out here, first time playing Pebble Beach, overwhelmed by the moment. It's highly likely they're gonna chunk it into the ocean. So I got lucky there, but you can see the difficulty of this shot. And there's no wonder so many balls wind up in the ocean.
After talking to Pebble Beach, they want to implement like a procedure, a protocol to do weekly beach cleanups and monthly underwater cleanups, which is super helpful, and that can make a huge impact. And so we talked to the Monterey Bay Marine Sanctuary, and we sort of said, try to get all coastal golf courses to follow the protocol that the Pebble Beach company has set.
The National Marine Sanctuary Program's been around since 1972. Congress enacted it to do for the oceans what we've done for the land with national parks and wildlife refuges. I think, we had an awareness that these coastal golf courses, from time to time, there's going to be a ball going in the ocean. But really until Alex and Jack quantified that, the scope of it was not really fully appreciated. And what this is going to mean is up front, there's going to be a large effort, because we've got over 90 years of potentially of golf balls there. We're going to have to clean those up and get it to a place where we feel like we've hit a plateau and we're now doing maintenance.
Plastic is a huge problem, and so later on the road we want to make global change in plastic all over the world instead of just here in Carmel.
Their eagerness to do something themselves is just what we've been working for 25 years, is to build this community stewardship. They are great examples of that kind of public stewardship.
These are privileged kids. They live in a great community. They go to a wonderful high school. They're going to go off to and have an educational experience that very few people ever have the privilege of doing. But what they're also doing is they're committing themselves to trying to figure out solutions to these awful problems. There's 35 million pounds of plastic going in the ocean every day. At what point, is that enough?
I'm not an emotional person. It hurts to see it all down there, and you don't see how big this issue is until you fully immerse yourself into it and start to realize what's out there. It's not just the golfers, it's everyone out there. You go to a restaurant and you get a plastic cup with a straw in it and a lid, and it's everywhere. We can't blame it on a specific thing. This is golf balls, but we did golf balls because that's a local thing that's easy and fun for us to do. But in reality, this is everyone. We can't blame it on anyone.
And when it's done with golf balls, that's great. These kids are looking at bigger problems. When I was a teenager at their age, I wasn't worrying about how to fix some of the world's problems. So it's inspiring for me that here you got two kids that are already worrying about it and trying to come up with solutions for it, which is, it's admirable, it's wonderful.